Hi, I'm looking for a Caucasian boyfriend. I can spoil and give him all my money. Please, no X, no Latinas, no rice. I'm only looking for a Caucasian man that can take me to Walmart, walk beside me, and be my boyfriend and love me forever. I get my settlement check today. I'll buy you a PS5. I give you all my food stamps. And I'm also about to buy a house. So if this year you're down, hit me up. Tag all your friends in the comments. And I'll be on live waiting. So it's good. I'm right here up on my stuff. So hit Tracy Dixon. I'll be waiting.
What's up, YouTube? It's your girl DeeDee. Welcome back to another live stream. I hope you guys are doing well. Thank y'all so much for tuning in once again. So I am back with another live stream. You guys, I hope y'all enjoyed that intro. Listen, put a 1 in the chat if y'all can hear me perfectly fine. 1 in the chat if y'all can hear me perfectly fine. I want to make sure that the audio is good. 1 in the chat if y'all can hear me perfectly fine. Can y'all hear me? What's going on, Alex? Alex in the building. What's going on, Alex? Lorenzo Redmond in the building. Avenge the Ancestors. What's going on? How are you? Perry, I'm gonna just say Perry, how are you? I hope y'all are doing well. Thank y'all so much for being here. What's the Queen of Vibes? What's going on? Y'all can hear me. Okay, good. What's going on, y'all? I hope all is well with y'all. I hope y'all are doing well. Hope everybody is doing good. As you come into the building, per usual, make sure you hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button, y'all. Per usual, hit the like button as you come into the building. Also, if you are new to the channel and you like the content, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. It is free to subscribe. Make sure you are subscribed to the channel as well. Yeah, so you guys see the title. I have a few topics I want to discuss with y'all. So make sure y'all get ready to chime in the chat. I definitely want to hear your thoughts. Yeah, so we're going to get into it. So make sure you hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button. So you guys see the title. What is the title, child? Title says, my white baby daddy put me on child support plus more. So I got a clip I want to share with y'all. Listen, I saw this on Anton Daniel's channel, and I wanted to share it. I tried to look for the clip, couldn't find it anywhere else, but so I took it from Anton. So if y'all see him laugh, y'all hear him laughing in the background, that is Anton Daniel. Shout out to Anton. He puts in a lot of great work over there on his channel. Definitely go over and support if you haven't already. Yeah, I love his content. So we're going to get into this first clip, y'all, which was kind of hilarious to me. And y'all pretty much probably already know my take on it. And how I feel about it. You know, we always talking about divestors. Well, with women who like to divest, and there's nothing wrong with it. You know, I always say, listen, do you. Do what works for you. You know what I'm saying? But what I would love for a lot of the divestors to do is acknowledge when you think that that's the better choice and you think that that's the best choice and you go that route and it don't work out for you, just tell all the other girls, tell everybody else, you know, that it was, you know, what happened, what had happened. That's all I'm saying. Don't keep it to yourself. Tell us what had happened. So maybe you can kind of change the mindset of some of these other women who just think that divesting is the only way and the best way. And black men are just horrible, all of them. And you got to go over to the other side, all happy to do it too. But when it don't go right, when you realize that it ain't what you thought it was going to be, I want you to confess. You know, I don't want you to go into hiding. Because another thing, I tried to look for this video on the post, on the TikTok post, and there's nothing there. So maybe she deleted it. I don't know. But I just think when it comes to the divestors, they don't want to share their experiences with other races, but they want to quickly and readily share their horrible experiences when it comes to black men. That's something that I noticed. And I just want them to stop doing that. I want you to share all. If you're in the business of sharing your experiences, share them all. You know what I'm saying? Share all of them. Restart. Share all of them. And that way people can look at things more realistically and stop just saying, oh, all black men are just so bad. Don't date them. They'll do this and they'll do that. And then when you go over somewhere else, they do the exact same thing you said only black men would do. That's just stupid to me. So I just want people to start being honest about their experiences. If you're going to tell it all. Don't give us bits and pieces of it. Tell us what happened. Tell us about that non-black dude. And because, my belief is this. It don't matter what color you are. You could be blue, black, green, purple, red. It's not about your color. It's about you, your personality, your character, who you are as a person, whether you're a good person or not. It has nothing to do with your race. That's the dumbest thing ever for women to go out here thinking that, girl, go get you a white man. Because he gonna treat you better. And then you get over there and you laying on a mattress that got bed bugs and, you busting it open on a bed bug mattress in a goddamn trailer in the middle of nowhere. And that's supposed to be better. I'm just saying. But when they say that, I got to call it out because I'm like, come on now, that's not fair. That's not fair. I'm just saying that's not fair. And then they'll tell a little bit of the story when they're in crying about it. But you don't want to be honest and admit that you were wrong. You were wrong. It's not about the race. It's about the person themselves. And you pick bad men in every place you go, in every race you choose. So you just got a problem with picking the right type of persons. It's not about their race. It's about them. And you got a type, whether they black, blue, green, purple, or red. You picking the same type in another race. That's all. You picking a non-melanated Pookie. That's it. So you have a problem with who you pick. That's all. It ain't about whether they black or whatever. You just don't pick the right dudes because that's what you want. And you refuse to acknowledge the truth. And I just want them to acknowledge the truth and acknowledge that you just pick wrong. That's all. It ain't about black men being all bad. It's about you pick the wrong dudes no matter what color they are. So I want to go ahead and pull this clip up. And because this, I ain't gonna lie. And Anton was laughing his ass off in the original video, which I'm going to try to put the link to his full video. And they just made me laugh even more. But it's comical. It really is. Because it's just stupid the way some people think. I'm just saying. Hit the like button as y'all come into the building. As y'all come in. What's going on, Divine Photos? How are you? I hope all is well. Says just because he's white doesn't mean he's right. I know that's right. I know the hell that's right. Let me pull up the clip. Here we go.
I'm tired of not being heard. I'm tired of not being seen. I'm tired of being a part of a system that is just oppressing me at every angle. I found out last week that my baby dad owns upwards of $800,000 in assets. His parents, who are very wealthy people, his dad's a retired doctor who had a private practice, created a trust for him and his sister and gave them a bunch of properties, both commercial and residential, gave them land and a trust fund itself with money in it that collects interest and dividends that he can take money out of if he needs it. Okay. And this man is on government assistance. This man gets food stamps every month. This man is a strong, built, over 6 foot tall white man who has the capability to work, but chooses to only mow grass during the summers. This fucking man is coming after me to pay him child support.
Wait. Because she's pissed. She is pissed out of her mind. I bet she never saw this coming, right? I bet she never saw this coming. I bet she never saw this 6 foot tall man of her dreams, white dude who had, he had the complexion that she was going for. Oh, I'm gonna have these white babies and baby, we gonna be living our best life. And I'm a winner. I got me a white one. And these ninjas gonna be sick. And here I am, this black girl from the hood, and I got me a white man, and we're going to have these beautiful mixed babies, and we're going to live in the sun. Everything going to be so great. And I'm going to live this great, fantastic life that these ninjas could never provide. And now here we over here, and your white, 6 foot tall man of your dreams is trying to come for you for child support, and he don't want to really do much. He living his soft he living in his soft man era, soft boy era, whatever you want to, he giving it, whatever you want to call it for the men. He's his soft girl era, basically. He like, she's clearly stating he got all his assets and these things that his parents set up from. He come from parents, you know, who got money, but he want to cut grass and he want to get food stamps. Baby, he gonna get child support and she gonna have to pay it. I bet she never thought she didn't see this coming. You didn't, and he know how to manipulate the system, baby. You know what I'm saying? And so she never fathomed the idea that being a divester and going over there was gonna be, you know, I bet she messed with a Pookie. Pookie wasn't coming after her for child support. Pookie ain't had no trust funds and all that. She ain't even had to worry. Pookie, there's certain things you ain't got to worry about with Pookie, but when you go over there, oh yeah, you gonna have a whole lot more that you gonna have to worry about, but they don't see it. Oh, Mo, we just going over here, girl. We gonna get us a white man, and our lives gonna be so great, and these ninjas gonna be pissed. Okay, let's continue. Let's see how well this gonna turn out, child.
And the system is going to help him do that. I just got off the phone with my lawyer. Basically said that child support doesn't care about his assets. Child support doesn't care about his assets? Then what the fuck is this all about? You're going to come after me to pay somebody who has only upwards of $800K of money, not in that. That's tied into like the houses, and I get that. But he also has a trust fund with over $300,000 in it. Me, that I gotta pay him money when it's just me and my one income, my one full-time little ass job that's barely sustaining my life. But
oh girl, not your one little bitty job now. Not that, cause y'all boss chicks. Y'all get to the bag. Not your, now y'all hear that? Not my one little bitty old job. Now it's a little bitty old job. But when you was talking to Pookie, oh, I make the money. I'm the boss. You won't bring nothing to the table. I'm doing this and I'm doing that. Now you over there. Now your boss chick status has been diminished. And now it's my one little bitty old job. I can't do it. I can't pay no child support for this white man. Child, at least Pookie wouldn't have got. I guarantee you, Pookie wouldn't have tried to get child support. At least he had enough decency to be like, nah, I'm not gonna try to get out child support. You know, I done got all I done drove her car and did everything I could, and I've taken enough from her. I ain't gonna try to get child support because because Pookie didn't get the children. So I'm assuming in this case, the white man, he got custody of them kids too, and I've seen that happen in many occasions. Where the white men, they get custody of their children. I don't know how they pull it off, but the system seemed to work for them. In a lot of cases, they get their children. They get the custody. You know what I'm saying? Especially when it's one of these interracial relationships. I've seen several of the cases where they get their kids. I don't know what they're doing, but they get the kids. But let's continue.
I have to play him because he knows how to manipulate the system better than me. Like, are you fucking kidding me right now? The craziest thing is all he has to do for me to not have to pay child support is drop the assistance. Just drop it. Just drop the assistance. I already pay for our kids' health insurance, so that's no skin off of his teeth. He don't take them to the doctor anyway. He's never taken them to the doctor, not once. He won't.
And what did they say? Black fathers are the most involved with their kids more than any other race of men. Boom. She just confirmed that. He never took the kids to the doctor, never did, probably a lot of things he never did. You see what I'm saying? But you got to go over there. Sometimes you got to go to the other side to see for yourself. If you can't use logical thinking and just vet people properly, no matter what the race is, because that really shouldn't be the issue. You should be able to have logical thinking skills to be able to vet a person, no matter what their race is, and figure out things about them and discern, use that discernment that we all supposed to inherently have to determine whether this is going to be a person that's suitable for what you're looking for. And if y'all are compatible with each other. But no, you can't, you just go over and thinking, oh, it's just going to be so great. And without vetting properly or anything. And then this is what you get. This is what you get. So It's just a hot mess. JSU Tiger 07, thank you for the super chat, says bed bugs raid explodes, baby. Yeah, that's disgusting. But that's what one of the divestors was. She was telling her story in a previous video where she was, divested, and she was laying on this man's bed bug couch, getting it in. Child could have had bed bugs all up in the cooch, and like, what? Like, come on now. You just nasty. But that's what y'all want to go to. I'm just saying. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate you. But that's what they choosing, and thinking everything is all gravy over there. But it seems like it's not. Let's continue.
Because he likes getting food stamps. He likes collecting the food stamps. He said, I'm not going to do that if it means that I'm going to have to lose my food stamps. And no, he has money.
But the black men of the deadbeats, all of them, and don't want to do nothing and don't want to elevate. What they say? Oh, if he has a job and he makes $80,000 a year, that's cool, but he needs to, he has to elevate. He has to want to do more, and he has to, want to build us up so that we can have more. So 80,000 is not enough. He's basically lame, and he should want to level up to get some more because you want him to, and that's all this on the Kendra G show. So you always want the black men to level up and be ambitious, and they got to have more. But those men, he's want to be comfortable. Seems like he's okay with getting government assistance and chilling out. Yes, he has some money that's already set aside for him, but he don't want to go out here and working hard and working his fingers to the bones and all of this like they want the black men to do. But look at the predicament that you're in. It's just interesting. It really is. Let's continue.
Has 2 cars. He has a shoe collection of Jordans that's probably well over 10 grand. I feel like I'm fighting a army. And it's not just him coming after me. Like, he got his mom texting me, coming after me like I'm the bad, like I should just give in and pay him child support. How about he grow the fuck up and get a fucking job?
Girl, it's too late for that, ma'am. You made your choice, baby. You made your choice. What you screaming for now? That ain't gonna help you. That man is gonna do what he want to do, and there's nothing you can do about it. Nothing you could do about it, child. Nothing you could do. And you know what I'm saying? On one hand, I could feel bad, for her, feel sorry for her, but in some cases I don't, because somebody done told these women that, that this is, what they should be doing, that this is what they should be doing, that divesting is where it's at, and all the good men, you go and, and get you a man, a white man, and all your problems gonna disappear. And I just think that that's one of the stupid things that, some of the most dumbest advice that you can give anybody. You just gonna tell people, oh, just go pick a man based on his, his race, and all your problems will be solved, and everything that you want, you gonna get, and it's just, gonna be so great, and you don't have to worry about a thing. That's dumb to me. And anybody with some common sense knows that that's horrible advice. That it's not about your race. It's about, who you are as a person, partly how you raised, and, your upbringing, what your beliefs are, a whole bunch of many different factors. So it's just why I find the divesting thing so stupid. It doesn't make any bit of sense to me. And these grown women with all these degrees, thank you, Garudo Legends, for becoming a member. I appreciate you so much. Thank you. Oh, and y'all, speaking of the memberships, I'm going to start doing members only lives. So just be prepared for that, y'all, because for the members for members that are already members, I appreciate you guys for being members. And because I don't really post a lot of members content, I'm going to start doing members only lives. So make sure you guys are tuned in for that. All right. I'm going to do the next lives are going to be members only. So if you want to be a part of those lives, this is where I would say join the membership, because I have not posted anything for members and I want to do that. So I'm going to be doing the next lives for members only. So make sure you guys are prepared for that. Thank you, Garuda Legends. I appreciate you. Shout out to you, Mr. Walker. How are you? What's going on? Says salute, sister. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you. How's everything going with you guys? Thank you so much for the super chat, Mr. Walker. Divine Photos, thank you so much for the super chat. Says, speaking of egregiousness, did you see Pop the Balloon? A woman popped a brother's balloon. She said he looks like he read books. If that was Brad Crickets. I did not see that one. Which one is it, Divine Photos? Because listen, I'm gonna have to pull that one up. Maybe I'll do that one in the next live. But I didn't see that one. Thank you for the super chat, Divine. Mr. Walker says, oh, thank you so much for becoming a member. I appreciate you, Mr. Walker. Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Yeah, y'all, the next lives, I'm gonna start doing members only lives for all the members so that, so I'm going to do that. The next lives are going to be for members only. It's the recent episode. Oh, Pop the Balloon. Okay, yeah. So I'm going to check it out and I'm going to probably react to it. That's dumb. That don't make no sense at all. He looked like he reads. So that's a bad thing. You might want somebody that know how to read or look like they read, because a bunch of these modern women, a lot of them can't seem to read well too, or they don't know how to. They don't have basic general math skills. I just saw something where somebody asked the lady, what was 11 times 11, and she almost got it. But I mean, you could ask them 4 times 5, and they'd be like, so. You know what I'm saying? You might want somebody to have some type of capability or skills or basic math and reading skills, because a lot of them don't have it. Maybe he can teach you how to read and how to do math. I'm just saying, because it seems to be something that a lot of this generation is lacking. And I'm not trying to be funny. It's just what it is. You know, they look cute now. They're walking around and they're looking cute, but they don't really be having a lot up here. I'm just saying. Yeah, so the whole idea of the divesting and all of that, a lot of these women are finding out the hard way that it's really not what they think it is. And, they're not having such a great time over there either. You know what I'm saying? And I just think it's unfortunate because I don't know. I don't know where to get the mentality from is my thing. I'm like, these are educated women, 30 and 40-year-old women, not just the young women, but these are old enough women who should know better, but somehow they don't. And I just be wondering to myself, like, damn, y'all don't have common sense. Like, common sense is not too common. You know what I mean? I don't know everything, but damn, I try my best to learn as much as I could. And then I'm not coming with no attitude either, acting like I know everything either. Cause I think that's the turnoff. People act like they know everything. And then when you find out they don't, then they get mad. Thank you, Roddy, for becoming a member. I appreciate you. So yeah, it's just crazy to me, how a lot of these women speak, how they think, their mentality, how they move, how they operate. It's all out of order. And they think that they're going to get something that's really great out of that. And they're finding that they're not getting it. And it's just so funny to me. I seen another lady, who was a divester, and I don't know her name, but she seems to be pretty popular on social media. And a lot of people, this was a sad story because she was dating this white guy and he was knocking her head between the washer and the dryer. And I don't condone abuse whatsoever. But he was knocking her head, apparently, between the washer and the dryer. And there was a video that surfaced. And I wanted to play it, but you know what, YouTube, you can't really play a lot of that kind of stuff. So I just kind of left it alone. And I don't condone abuse. So it wasn't something that I was really trying to like put out there. But he was knocking her head between the washer and the dryer. And she had a big busted lip. And she was, and I'm like, oh my God, he got arrested. That man beat the shit out of that lady. And it was unfortunate. But he had her shaking and scared and making her say something. I don't know her name, but I saw it and I just thought it was sad. And apparently she was, I don't know her name, but she was talking a lot of trash about black men on these social media apps. And then when she got with this man and this happened, people was like, like saying, see, this is what I'm not condoning it, but that's what people were saying. See, look, they didn't feel nothing about it because she dissed black men and this was happening. And I'm just like, I don't know what happened. I hope she's okay, but she looked messed up. And I'm just like, y'all better stop running out here thinking that y'all safe, because it ain't safe for anybody. Keith Randall, thank you so much for the super chat. It says salute DeeDee and to the chat room. Happy Friday. We made it. Happy Friday, y'all. Thank you, Keith. I appreciate you for the super chat. Yeah, it's just crazy, y'all. Let's move on. I want to play this. Let me pull it up real quick.
Iman made his money.
This audio from Teyana Taylor, y'all. And somebody wanted me to mention this, so this is why I'm talking about it. Teyana Taylor, she was, she's in the news, of course, about, basically taking her husband Iman to the cleaners, during their divorce settlement. And she's kind of responding to that. And she's talking about how people was, coming for her and, some people were coming for her and others were championing the idea that she was basically looked like she was taking everything from him, from houses to cars, something about $1 million and a whole lot. They were saying that she, got all of this from him, like basically took him to the cleaners in a divorce settlement. And she's basically saying that that is not the case. So I don't know if you guys have heard of the situation with her. Of course, they are divorced now, but she kind of spoke on it and I want to share it because she's given a different, she's telling her side of it and it's not quite what people thought. And I want to get y'all take on it. So make sure you chime in the chat. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull this one up and y'all let me know what y'all think about what she's saying. Here we go. Hit the like button, y'all.
Iman made his money and so did I. I've been in this business since I was 15 years old. We're not going to act like several movies, several deals, all still active. All still active. And the crazy part about it is I said nothing when him and his lawyer told the internet, oh, Teyana's making more money. Teyana's bringing more money a month in than Iman is. Just because Iman played ball don't mean that this is a thing where it's like I'm trying to take money off of him. Iman haven't played ball since 2020. So yes, actively during the divorce, I was bringing more money than him in. I am. So it's just like, how are we sitting here making it seem like I'm being a gold digger or taking from him? And we're not going to do that. I bought my tour bus with my hard-earned money. I bought my Sprinter with my hard-earned money. I bought my Maybach with my hard-earned money. I bought my Maybach after Iman crashed my Rolls Royce and never replaced it. That I also bought. Okay? What are we talking about? Every single car that I walked away with, I literally paid for out of my pocket.
Now, what do you guys think about what she's saying so far? Do you think that when you go into a marriage, you should walk away with what you came in with? Because by what she's saying is those things that she was awarded in a divorce settlement were things that she literally paid for. And then later on, she kind of talks about, him not addressing him and saying, why are you not standing up for me or sticking up for me? Because this is the truth. So she's just trying to dispel the rumors that she took all of this from him and left him with nothing. But what she's saying is those are the things that she, that she paid for, that she came into the relationship or the marriage with, What do y'all think about that? Let me know in the chat, but let's continue.
Out of my pocket. Now, at this point, I made myself clear. Y'all going to think what y'all want to think regardless. Y'all going to still run with y'all narratives because that's what people do. But one thing you will have clear is that Teyana ain't take nothing from Iman. Oh, and that $1 million, y'all claiming that 7-figure, 8-figure, it was a one-time fee of $1 million in damages. When Iman crashed the $400,000 Rolls Royce and Iman did whatever other stuff he did, that was the things he had to pay me back. Iman left me with a whole lot of shit. That's another thing. Let's be clear with that too. When you're dividing marital assets, when you're dividing houses and stuff, if it's still bills a part of it, if it's still whatever taxes, who you think got to pay for that? Because bitch, let's be clear. Bitch, you think auntie want to be stuck paying taxes and bills and da-da-da-da, boom, boom, boom? No. But guess what? I've been doing it. No. But guess what? I've been doing it. I've been doing it. So it's not a win-win for either one of us. At the end of the day, we were two people that really loved each other at one point. And let's be real. We were two people that really loved each other at one point. You feel me? No one wins when the family feuds. Point blank in a period. And one thing that y'all can't ever take away from me is how much I love that man and how much I've held him down and how solid I've been to him. Love is the most important thing. And that's something that was snatched away from the both of us. So to think that even if that was the case, that I took something from him to, you know, get a house and get a car and boom, 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 like that shit means nothing. That means nothing.
All right, so that's what she had to say. One could argue that if love is the most important thing and all of that, why couldn't y'all work it out? And I know people go through different things and all of that, but why couldn't you work it out? What was so bad that you couldn't work it out? You know what I'm saying? That's what marriage is all about. That's what relationships all about, working through the tough times. And, far too often people are just, walking away from marriages and relationships like it's that easy to come by, and a lot of women who are walking away from their marriages, especially the ones who've been married for a long time, they're realizing that there's nothing else out here for you. Like, you just can't go jump into get another man just so easily. They're just not. It's not as easy as they think. So a lot of women become, somebody's either side chick or somebody's plaything. Somebody, they just playing around with, having a good time with. And that's it. That's what you go from. A lot of these women go from being a wife to just being somebody's play toy. Keith Randall, thank you for the super chats. Once again, I appreciate you. I'm sorry, I already pulled that one up. Yeah, you become somebody's plaything. Keith says, like Mr. Walker said, leave nug alone. And I think, thank you, Keith, once again, I appreciate you. And I think a lot of, people need to understand that if a marriage is, you got to put in work, and if you don't think that you could deal with the person long term, if you don't think that you want to go through the ups and downs, that relationships go through, then don't get in a relationship. Stay single and do what you're gonna do. But most people inherently don't want to be single. Most, in my opinion, at least, most people don't really want to be by themselves. They really want to have some type of companionship. But when they try to, it's a lot of bickering and a lot of back and forth and just a lot of traumatic events in relationships. So people decide, it's probably better I be by myself. And then when you're by yourself, you really don't want that either. So you still want some type of a companionship. So if you don't want the commitment part of it, you end up just throwing that cooch around, throwing that thing around and just, dipping it in whoever it is you can find. And then with no attachments. And then that becomes a lonely thing too. I would imagine. Like, I would imagine, people just want to be by themselves. You just want to go home to an empty house. You just want to work all day and go home and not have any kids or a family or nobody to share your life with. I think it's cool, at some point, but at some point, don't you want something more? Like, at least, and I realized that at a young age, like younger, like I realized this is for the birds, I didn't need to spend a whole lot of time by myself to realize I didn't want to be by myself. Because to me, that's boring, but I do understand for some people, people just want their peace. And for some people who've either been in horrible relationships or been in horrible marriages, well, I can understand that because you've been through it and it was just toxic and you did everything you could to keep it and make it work and it just didn't. Or that person just left you, then okay, well, you was kind of forced in that situation. But I can understand people at that point wanting a breather, a woo-style. Like, hold up, that shit tore me down. So let me go over here and take a breather, get a moment to myself. I see that as being okay. You need to recollect yourself and, get back to who you are and get yourself together, but then get back out there. I'm just saying that I think anytime you go through a horrible breakup, whatever, you need a moment to recollect yourself. At least I'll give you that. And some people, recollect themselves or find themselves or whatever they do. And then they realize, it's way more peaceful over here. Some people are like, well, I feel good. Ain't nobody nagging. Ain't nobody telling me to do this and do that. I could chill. get me something to eat or fix me something to eat, go to work, come home and chill out, do what I want to do with silence. For some people, it's probably a great thing. But overall, I'm just saying, most people want companionship, but they want, and some people are like, well, yeah, I get the companionship. I get that, but I don't need a nagging woman or a man in my corner 24/7. Like, you know what I'm saying? So some people are like that. But, I just think overall people, because if it wasn't that way, people wouldn't be out here looking looking to have somebody in their lives. There would be no dating sites. Nobody would be on them, even though I don't care for, I wouldn't, dating sites is just for who it's for. But, I think there wouldn't be any of that. You wouldn't have people out here, women in particular, complaining about men if they really didn't want one. Everybody would just be doing their own thing and we wouldn't have nothing. There will be nothing to talk about as it relates to the foolishness of dating and how women are and men. So I just think when I said this before, when I hear women say, "Oh, I'm single by choice. I don't really want," that's a lie. You're lying. You ain't single by you single, just like you single by your choices, like single by choices. Yeah, you single by the choices that you made in life, not because you choose to be single. You didn't realize the choices that you made in life was going to yield you by yourself. That's what that's all about, child. So, yeah, I just think it's a bunch of cap when I hear women say that, because I know people naturally want companionship. So,
listen.
Hold on. I want to play this little clip for y'all, too. I'm trying to share it. Let's move on. Hit the like button, y'all, please. Hit the like button. Listen to this.
Listen, I got 3 baby daddies. Ain't none on worth shit. I got one that we don't hear from, unless he just get out of jail because he want to party then. My second one, we was together for 5 years. The first 3 was amazing. You feel me? I take it back. First 2 was amazing. The last 3 was horrible because then I had a baby by him and it was horrible. That last one I got, it was a oopsie. I kept it. My fault. Ain't none of them shit. No. That's why I do all my shit myself. I don't call, text, nobody. Something happened at the school, I ain't calling you, bitch. I ain't calling. I signed builder, but no, it keeps down confusion. Makes me sane so I can be sane for these kids. If you ain't stunning these kids, you shouldn't be stunning me. You feel me?
I'm tired of not being heard. I'm tired of not being seen. I'm tired of being a part.
I don't know how she came back up, baby. For the last lady, ma'am, I don't feel you. No, I don't feel you. I don't feel you. I don't feel you. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't feel you and I don't get it. You feel me? I don't get it. I don't get it. I just think it's a lost cause. It's lost. They're lost in the sauce. And it's like 3 baby daddies, right? 3 baby daddies, and all of them, she say all of them ain't ish. Ain't none of them about nothing, but you picked them. And, it really is mind-boggling to me how a lot of women can get on social media, get on these apps, expose themselves, and tell the world that you got 3 baby daddies, or however many it is, because sometimes it's 4, 5, 6, 7. And you think that that's a flex? You think that looks good on you? Because you open your legs for those, well, that's just the ones that you got pregnant by, but it could be more. But you open your legs and gave babies to these 3 men. That ain't ish. None of them ain't worth nothing. One of them, you had some years that was great, and then it just fell apart. But they say it with confidence. You say these baby daddies ain't ish with confidence as if that doesn't look bad on you. And all in the comments of this particular post, everybody was saying, you picked them. That says everything about you. You picked them. Everything, that looks bad on you. Everybody was really telling her. whether she was listening or not, was why else, you know, some things you could just keep to yourself. You don't have to share that with the world. We don't need to know. But when you do share it, people are going to have an opinion. And an opinion was, the consensus was, you picked them. So why is it that you're picking all of these trash ass men? Why are you picking the type of men that you would call trash and you having babies with them? So what do you tell your children about these men? Do you tell your children that all y'all daddies are trash? And then what does that, what you attract what you are. So, I mean, if you're going by her logic and how she picking them. So if you trash is picking trash, right? And I mean, there's no shame in their game. I remember our people always saying, hey, bring back shame, bring back shame. We should, because look what's happening. Everybody is proud. Remember the video of the lady walking around with her daughter, going to try to find who her baby daddy is. Now, she didn't know who her baby daddy was. And you got your child telling your daughter, you ready to try to find out who your daddy, who your pappy is? Like, you don't know who the daddy, you don't know who the pappy is. You don't know, you've been busting that thing open for everybody. You don't even know who the pappy is. And you carry your kid around like this don't look bad. And it's unfortunate that we always see our people, melanated people, out here with this behavior, just sitting there. You feel me? No, I don't feel a goddamn thing. Because it don't make no sense. Like, why? This is the kind of stuff that you would sit back somewhere and just be, you know, quiet about. Like, this is something that you wouldn't want to tell people. Like, you just be quiet. Don't tell people, you know, keep that to yourself, because this is not a flex. This is not something you should be running around telling folks like as if you're proud of it. You know, yeah, you're proud of your kids graduating high school and college. You know, you tell everybody, oh, my baby just graduated. Girl, I'm getting married. Now you could run tell that. Girl, we get married, and then you get married. Oh, girl, we having a baby. Like, you know, do things in order, and the things that you should be proud about. People minimize nowadays. In today's society, the things that you should be doing is looked at as bad, and the things that you shouldn't be doing is praised. And a lot of these women relate to this because they're trying to make each other feel good about their shortcomings. You know, it's all celebrated and congratulated because y'all all trying to make yourselves feel good about the poor choices that you've made in life. And we see this on the Kendra G show, every show. All these women, all of them have kids for the most part. There's a small percentage of them that don't when it comes to the women. Most of them have kids and they have multiple baby daddies and they have no shame in their game. But in a sense, they do, because they like, well, you know, sometimes they'll come up and they're like, well, I know the check, you know, I know the cousin's gonna get me, because you know that it's not you know that ain't good, but it is what it is. You've already made the choices. You already got that, so you got to accept it. But then it's like I said before, the mentality doesn't change. You don't learn anything from your mistakes. You just keep perpetuating the same old thing over and over and over, expecting some type of grand result. So you become a 3-4 time baby mama, and then you want a good man to come in and pay for you, your babies, pay for all your bills and do all this. When you know Pookie, the Pookie and Ray Rays that you had them children with never paid not one goddamn bill in your house. Somebody said he ain't even bought the children a lollipop. He ain't really do much for the kids. He ain't pay your bills. He ain't pay nothing. He ain't do nothing for you. You was in fact taking care of him. But this is what women consider leveling up is. And I said this before, and we're going to move on to the next clip. Leveling up means that you don't take the BS that you took from your baby daddies. So the stuff that you allowed the baby daddy to do, you don't want to allow the man to do this. But there are a lot of men out, you find out, but you want to allow it. But now you're looking for a man who has his stuff together. Now you're looking for a different type of man, in a sense, that's going to come in and just pay for all of the mistakes that you've made. It's almost like you want to be rewarded for the horrible choices that you made, and you want somebody else to come in and pay for it. When men are saying, nah, we don't want to do that. We don't want to come in and take care of somebody else's child. We don't want to come in and take care of you like that. Look, if you're going to come to the table, Hell, Pookie didn't bring nothing to the table, but slinging that thing and knocking it up, knocking you up. That's all he was bringing to the table, because women say they are the table. So he brought slinging that thing to the table, knock you up, and then he dipped out. He didn't bring nothing much else. So you go from that after you've given him time. You gave him the benefit of the doubt. You trusted that he was going to do something with his life, and you gave him a chance, let him live with you, let him drive your car. You fed him, you clothed him. You didn't help him look for jobs, even though he didn't want work. He was lying about the interviews. He go off to the corner, the side corner, and smoke and sit back while you go to work. But you giving him chance after chance, and now all of a sudden you don't want to work with a man who actually has a job and saying, hey, we gonna do this together. You don't know how to do that. You want them all full away built up. You want a rich man, and you think he gonna come in and pick you and all them 3 kids? No, it ain't happening. Mr. Marcus, thank you so much for the super chat. Says, every time I hear a woman speak, I know she's lying. Women don't know that though. Every time you hear a woman speak, you know she's lying. Women don't know that though, child. Every time you hear a woman speak, Mr. Marcus, every time. But thank you for the super chat. I appreciate you. Yeah, it's just like, and then they come on these, thank you, Mr. Marcus, for the super chat. They come on these social media platforms, and they do be lying about their circumstances, lying about the situation. Somehow all these women make 6 figures. If y'all notice that, they all make 6 figures. They own 2 businesses. They got it all together. They don't work regular jobs, but they own the places where they work and all of this. And so because I make it, I need him to make it. This is why I like celebrity. Because she finds out where they work. They be talking a lot of BS on social media about, oh, I can't stand a man who work a regular job. Then you work at Dollar General. I said it before. And a queen of accountability. Yes, she pulls it up and find out where they work, and she exposes them. And they get pissed off and they want to block her, but she pulls it up. Hey, oh, you don't like this? You don't like that? That's what I thought you would say. Something like that. She said that's what I figured you would say that. Pull them up, baby, expose them, and they hurry up and get off there. I mean, it's just amazing to see. So yeah, a lot of them be lying about their, what they do for a living and all of this to make themselves look better than what they actually are. But I mean, once you done said you got 3, 4 baby daddies and 4, 5 children or whatever, child, you can't look no better than that. It is what it is. The men who have taken care of themselves and doing well for themselves don't want to take on no 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 time baby mama. I'm just saying. And they just don't see why. They don't see, why wouldn't he want to? Why would he want to? Why would he want to come into a situation where he got to spend all of his resources? Because, and this idea that, oh, a man is dating me, he ain't going to have to do anything for my kids. That's lies. That's lies. Because you need him to come in there and get groceries. He probably have to buy stuff for these kids that you're the areas where you're lacking at. And then a lot of the fathers aren't doing anything for the kids. So yeah, he going to have to do something for them kids. You think he going to be in a household with a woman and all these kids and not do anything for them? That's cap. So they know it, but they just say it because it sounds good. No, because if a man, you was dating a dude and y'all got serious and y'all moving together, however y'all do that, them kids gotta come too. So what if y'all got into the household and he's like, okay, what do you want for dinner? I'm gonna go get us something, we're gonna go get some food. Is he gonna get food for just the 2 of y'all and then you gonna have to go prepare something for your kids? Because if a man did that, they would be screaming bloody murder. Like, what? Why you ain't feed my kid? Well, I thought I was just here for you, not the damn kid. So it's a bunch of BS. They know those kids are a package deal and they've been saying it. So don't try to switch it up now. Great Win, thank you so much for the super chat. Says, why do women advocate and support the LGBTQ community, but still use being gay or sassy as an insult or negative put down towards men? Because it's ridiculous. Because it doesn't make any sense, Great Win. And that's definitely something that happens all the time. They'll be quick to call a man gay or sassy as an insult. You're absolutely right. But then you support the LGBTQ community. Isn't it QRIAWLMNOP too? I don't know, child. I can't keep up. But they will support that agenda, but use it as an insult when it comes to men. It doesn't make sense. It's like a lot of things that we see women say don't make any sense. And I'm a woman and I see it because I'm not in denial about it. I actually see it for what it is and not sugarcoat it or turn a blind eye to it. A lot of these women are very delusional, and they don't make sense, but they just keep talking, to try to make you think it makes sense. You know what I'm saying? It's absurd. I'll just say that. It never makes any sense with a lot of these women. They're just saying whatever they think will stick, and whoever will listen to it and believe it and follow it, that's good enough for them. Thank you once again for the super chat. I appreciate you. So yeah, it doesn't make sense. I don't understand the mindset. It doesn't make sense. You know what I mean? Yeah, so it's just crazy to me, the mentality. I always say, a lot of these women are confused once again. And I said this before about why these men won't take them and their kids and all of that. And I just said, look, why men aren't approaching. I talk about that in some videos that'll be coming out really soon, how women act confused and lost as to why men are doing what they do. Come on, y'all, stop. You throw rocks and hide your hand, but we seen the rocks that you thrown. We saw the rocks that you threw. We saw that you told men that Dusties, leave y'all alone. Y'all don't want them and all that. So now they're not dealing with you. So keep it moving. Go divest and see how that work out. Mr. Marcus says, I also think that women say to themselves, I mistreated better men than you. So you will be a good girl to you. Just crazy. Now, wait a minute. I also think that women say this to themselves. I mistreated better men than you. So you would be a good girl to you. Just crazy. I'm confused. Mr. Marcus, can you explain? That's even confusing. This is what they tell themselves. I mistreated better men than you, so you would be a good girl to you. Oh my God. Thank you for the super chat. I don't get it. I don't understand it, Mr. Marcus. Thank you for the super chat, though. If you could explain, because that sounds crazy, honestly. But a lot of stuff these modern women say is crazy. It's not based in any logic or anything. It's just talking. It's just them talking just to be talking and trying to make whatever they're trying to explain, make it stick. And it really doesn't, So I don't.
My house is a mess.
Okay.
And
I don't, a lot of times, this is why I say, and people don't believe me when I say I don't have a whole bunch of girlfriends, because I don't have time for the foolishness. When you talk about peace, not having a bunch of women in your circle is very peaceful, because I don't have time for the drama, the back and forth, the girl fights and all the stuff that women go through, because they always want to talk about the sisterhood and all that, but it's a toxic mess. If you got a bunch of women who are toxic, what do you think you're going to get out of that? Who wants to be sitting in a circle of a bunch of toxic women with all these opinions going back and forth? I can't fathom. I can't fathom doing that. It ain't my thing, and it never has been. Now, I'm in support of women who are doing things that are beneficial to the communities, or just doing something, that is beneficial, or something that's, working, or trying new, businesses and things like that. I support that kind of stuff. So I support women doing great things, but I just don't support the foolishness of it all. You know what I'm saying? I don't support the foolishness of it all. I'm not trying to sit around and go on these girls trips with a bunch of women with God knows whatever they out here doing. I'm just not here for it. Never been my thing. You know what I'm saying? And there are some women who say they are girls, and I don't know what that mean, or they're not a girls. I wouldn't consider myself any of that. It's just, I'm a woman. I understand what women go through. When I see people in general, doing something that I subscribe to, or something that I think is a good cause or whatever like that, I support like that. It don't matter if you're a woman or a man. So I'll support any of it, but I just don't support the nasty side of it, the toxic side of it. And I want no parts of that, the toxicity and all the foolishness that come along with women and groups, because I was going to say, as much as women like to say, oh, women with sisterhood, we work together. Child, these women be fighting like cats and dogs. They be secretly hating each other. We watch these, they go on these girl trips and set these girls up. You see more and more women talking about this now, how women don't really like each other. And this is why I say when they talk about, the men are leaving, we gonna all get together as women with the kids. Girl, you bring your 5 kids. I bring my 4. Girl, you bring your 6. You bring your 6, and come on, you bring your 2, and we gonna all live together. We need somebody to pay these damn bills. So y'all get together. That ain't gonna ever work. It ain't gonna work because they're gonna be fighting like cats and dogs. They can't get along with each other. So when they talk about, the men are the problem. No, it's not. You get a bunch of these toxic hyenas together, you better watch out, because they're going to be biting each other's skin off, and they're going to really be having a horrible time. They're going to be going at it. You understand? You can't put all of them in one room and think that all of them going to survive, child. You're going to be calling the police left and right, because they're all that psycho crazy, craziness going on up there, a bunch of them with it, all in one room, living day to day, 24 hours a day. Child, that's going to, what you think? That's going to be a horror scene. I just don't see it happening. And I mean, I would love them to put it to the test and put a bunch of women with their kids all in the same house, going through all these emotional, psychological things that women go through. All this mental anguish that they got going on, pinned up, that they've never resolved. Let's see that happen. All them together. And the kids, oh child, it's going to be a disaster. And some of them have tried to link up and get with a woman, and we're going to put the resources together. Child, they couldn't last a week. They back by themselves trying to figure it out, trying to get a man, because hell, the studs, there was a video of the studs turning around trying to going back straight. The studs are out here looking for men, child. And I saw this post too while I'm talking about the studs, and then we're going to move on. They say somebody posed the question on the community tab as to why studs don't have to be 6 feet tall and make 6 figures. That was a good question. Why do y'all think the studs, they don't require studs to be 6 feet, make 6 figures, all of that stuff? Studs should just be studs. And in most cases, a lot of these women be with the short studs, the short stud kings, queens, whatever you want to call them. They be with them. I remember I saw a real live stud queen king in Walmart, standing right in front of me, and I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what to do. I was like, dang. I mean, fully stud queen king. I'm just saying. Anyway, it was just interesting. It was interesting. But yeah, somebody post that question, why they don't have to be 6 feet tall and all that kind of stuff. I don't know why. I have no clue. But all I do know is a lot of the studs are trying to go back to men. They change from studs to film or something. They get girly. They put on a wig. Because they done cut their hair short. They cut their hair short, try to like make it look like a man. So they go get a wig, put makeup on, put on the tightest dress you could find, like super tight. And baby, they be looking awkward, but they really be trying to appease a man now. Like you see that happening now. I don't know if that's the new trend, but a lot of them are turning back to feminine so they could get them a man. And then a lot of them are going out here getting babies with men too. That's another thing too. They getting tired of, that girl on girl action. They out here trying to get them a goddamn man. They say, I'm tired of bumping and grinding. I want a man. And so they going back, get feminine and getting them a man and getting babies. And they stud co-partner or counterpart or whatever is be pissed. Cause they're like, what we gonna do if they go back to men? Like, what we gonna do? I don't know. I don't know what you're going to do. Garudo Legend says, ironically, lesbians have the highest rates of domestic abuse than any other relationship demographic. So true. So true. That's what I'm saying. That they do. And that's a fact. And because women don't get along like that. They don't. You got to think about it. These are women with hormone, raging hormones and, mental issues and all kinds of stuff. Thank you, Garrido Legends, for the super chat. I appreciate you. All kind of things going on mentally with a lot of these women, and you put that together. You what do you think is going to happen? You know, I remember I told y'all this girl I used to work with. She was a lesbian, and her girlfriend, they broke up, but they used to fight all the time. This girl used to come to work with big chunks bitten out of her arm from her girlfriend. And I'm just like, it ain't, I mean, she's be getting beat up. And I'm just like, wow, why do you stay? And she was like, well, she love her. But I'm like, she whipping she beating the hell out you. And I'm just like, yeah, it get crazy. It's crazy, you know. And then too, I think when it comes to two women, they think that it's easier for them to, you know, fight each other. Like it's okay. Like it's a little different than a man and a woman, I guess. And they feel like, hey, we could go at it. So I'm gonna do the most to hurt you, and nothing gonna really happen because we're two women versus a man and a woman. You know, they're gonna automatically, you know, that man is automatically going down. But when it's two women, I guess they feel more comfortable to go at it. I don't know. I'm just assuming because I don't know what they thinking, but I know all those women with these crazy mentalities, that ain't gonna work. Studs been dibbling and dabbling. They are usually very in my opinion, women are the biggest abusers. Child, you might be right, Alex. Yep, the cops are called often for DV. Yep. Yeah, it's crazy. And they know it, and that's why I'm saying, I don't know, you know. And it'd be funny to me when you have some of them studs trying to, you know, the studs try to flirt with women and try to tell the women, oh, I got what you need and all this kind of stuff. And, you know, once you leave that ninja alone and come over here, I'm like, baby, oh, child, I don't understand. What I don't and don't want to. But you know, years ago, I had a stud, you know, try to approach me, and I'm just like, no, ma'am. No, ma'am. And I'm gonna call you ma'am. I don't know if they want to get called men or what. No, ma'am. You can stay over there, baby. No, thank you. Kindly, no, thank you. Let me share my screen. Hit the like button, y'all. Please hit the like button. Here we go.
So,
You ready?
yeah.
The all-new Kendra G Singles dating app is available now on iPhones and Android phones. Just go to your App Store or Google Play Store and download now. Hello?
I
You
wasn't ready for you to accept me because you just got online. So I'm just like, oh my gosh.
Okay, well, baby, here's the deal. You pushed the request to be here. I don't know you unless you call me. So do you
I
want
know,
to do
but
the show, honey?
I thought there's like a lot of people, you know,
There is a lot of people, but I came to you first. Do you want to do the show, honey?
Let's do it.
Okay, let's do it. What's your name, baby?
My name is Nyabana.
Oh, how do I spell that?
Nya, B as in boy, A, N as in Nancy, A.
Not so. Say it again.
Nyabana.
Do you have a nickname?
Naya or Boo.
Can I call you Naya? Okay.
I would have said, give me a nickname
Girl, I be messing
too.
names up, and I know I'm gonna mess that up. Naya, where you calling me from?
Yeah.
I live in Lincoln, Nebraska, and I'm originally from Sudan.
We live in Nebraska.
Yes.
Okay. So Naya, Nebraska. How old are you, love?
I'm 38.
38. What you do for a living?
I am a CNA, medication aid,
Okay.
and I am pursuing my nursing degree.
Do you have any kids?
Yes.
How many kids? 2 kids. How old are your 2 kids?
My daughter is 8, and my other daughter, Faith, is 8. Gifty is 5.
Okay.
Gifty?
Both by the same man?
Yes. Oh, yeah.
She named her daughter Gifty. Girl, and why would you say your children names? She didn't ask you for their names. Just say their ages. Gifty and Woo. I'm like, what? Let's continue.
Okay. Okay. You ever been married?
No,
No.
we were in a process, but I got into altercations, domestic violence situation
Oh, no.
where he's an engineer, and he started cheating, manipulation, etc. in life. And I've never cheated. I was a faithful person, and yeah. So I went through a healing journey, and now I'm just like 2025.
They be so full of shit. What you mean? He's just out the blue start cheating, and he started doing all this stuff. It's the same stories over and over and over. And y'all was engaged, and as soon as y'all got engaged, he started cheating, and he started becoming crazy. And then some of them, not trying to be mean, nothing, because I'm not, I have empathy for people, but I'm just saying, a lot of times when these women get engaged, the man either pass away afterwards. Y'all have heard that? I've heard that. I'm just saying, I'm trying to be funny. I'm not trying to make that funny, because I don't wish that on anybody. But what I'm saying, this is what we be hearing. Like every time, either when they engaged when they supposedly engaged, the man either starts acting weird or he die. It's a common theme, and I'm just like, what the hell is going on? Is there really something to this? I don't know, because this is what I hear. We were engaged, but he suddenly passed away. Or after we got engaged, he started cheating and he started doing all kinds of stuff. He became a narcissist and all this. And abusive. I don't know. Keith Randall, thank you for the super chat. Once again, says Black men, be productive, save your coins, be healthy, dress good, and I promise you'll be able to swat them off like flies, especially the older Keishas, baby. Okay. I mean, good advice. I mean, look, yeah, get yourself together, make sure you good. But also have a personality too. Have a sense of humor. Women like that type of thing. Also be able to, but if you're looking, if you have these qualities, you should be able to attract a decent woman. If there are, I'm going to believe that there are decent women out there. We don't see them yet, but I do think there are some good ones out there. So just bring that, personality, a little, a sense of humor. Here and there is cool, but be serious at the same time. Women like that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? And you shouldn't have a problem. Thank you, Key. I appreciate you for the super chat. Thank you so much. Let's continue.
I'm ready. I'm from. I forgot to tell you. I'm originally from South Sudan. Yes.
Okay. No, you told me that in the beginning.
Okay.
But you live in Nebraska now. It's more so important to me where you live now. So you're in Nebraska now? Okay, yes. Try not to have your hair cut off, okay, honey?
I'm sorry?
Try not to have your hair cut off.
Oh, okay.
So we got Naya, Nebraska, 38. What's your zodiac sign?
I'm a Pisces. My birthday is, oh my
Girl,
gosh.
Just say your zodiac sign, Lord.
This month,
I
in
couldn't
like
have the
a week and a
patience.
half.
I'm not that patient.
I'll be 39.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Don't forget, try not to have your hair cut off, okay?
Okay.
All right.
It's still cut off.
You didn't move the camera. Bring the phone up a little bit. There we go.
Kendra, don't be listening.
So we got Naya, Nebraska, 38, Pisces, CNA, nurse. She's also going to school for nursing. Mine are 2 kids by the same man, never married. What kind of man you looking for, baby?
I'm just looking for a good man that's God-fearing.
Oh my God.
That love to be home, travel, like to. They know
Did she crack
what
her
they
knuckles?
want in life.
I saw somebody crack their knuckles.
A person that just genuinely honest about things, a funny guy, someone that I could present to my family, because we have to pay dowry, being married and things like that. So someone that is just ready to have a good God-fearing woman. I've been through a lot already in life. So I just want a best friend. You get what I'm saying? A best friend that I could adventure life with, and who love my children, who because my girls are sassy and they smart, and they will tell you exactly what they want and all that. And so just a good, genuine person that is ready to have a good woman that knows how to cook, that love to dress, all the above.
Okay,
So
a couple things. So you mentioned diary. So he has to pay. He's gonna have to pay your family to be with you.
yeah, he has to pay
Okay.
for the house.
Wait, hold on. Wait, hold on. Before I cut you off, try to keep the phone steady, okay, honey?
Okay.
Okay. So let me ask the question again. So you mentioned a diary because of your. Am I saying it right? Is it diary?
Dowry.
Diary.
Yeah, like mhm.
Because of your background. So just let's make this clear. So will he have to pay your family in order to be with you?
Yes, that is. It represents not only
You already done lost.
um marrying me, but it also represents that, my culture and raising me is like a thank you for raising this amazing person, for blessing this person to there.
What? Well, where is the father of the kids? Where's their father? Shouldn't that have been his role? Like you had kids with him, so in her culture, you supposed to be married too, right? I'm not tripping, am I? You're supposed to be married first with all of that. Then you find a man who wants to marry you, and he paid a dowry, and then you build your family. Where is the husband? Where is he? Let's continue.
From there, I will take over for a lifetime, basically.
So does your children's dad have to pay your family
There we
too?
go.
If he wanted to marry me, if
Oh, he
yeah,
didn't.
that was supposed automatically, since he's Ghanaian, automatically that's something that he had to do automatically.
So your
So,
children's dad did pay your family?
because we were not married, my kids basically out of wedlock, and so
So no.
he had to
So
pay even extra because um of the wedlockness. You get what? Do I make sense?
no,
Well, I guess I'm just answer this question directly. Did your children's dad pay your family money?
no,
Not in necessary, because my
no,
kids
girl.
basically out of wedlock.
So
So
no.
if he would have wanted to marry me, he had to pay double, because we have children. You get what I'm
But he
saying?
didn't
So
want
okay,
to. He didn't.
okay, I understand the second phase, but I just want to get clarity. So you're the guy that you had kids with didn't have to pay your family, but the next guy that comes into your
What
life
have
does have
to?
to pay your family.
No, he had to, okay. That's why things didn't work out, because yeah, it yeah.
Do you understand? But listen, the reason I'm going to say here because they're going to talk about this.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to say you gave a guy 2 kids
And he didn't pay no
without
damn
requiring the
dowry.
dowry.
Right.
Now you want a new guy to come into your life
And
and you
pay a
have two
dowry for you
children
and two
and he has
children.
to now pay when the
Yeah.
other guy did and he got 2 kids from you. So how
Right.
does
Well, yeah.
He didn't want to marry you.
It doesn't make sense, but if you want a lifetime situation, that's what he's supposed to do. That. I
But they
mean,
didn't want to
even
do
though right
it.
now, even if we get back
Who
together,
would want to do
honestly,
that?
he has to pay double,
Who gonna do that,
because
ma'am?
of the domestic violence I went through, and then on top of that, for having kids out of wedlock.
Ma'am, you were with a man who didn't want to marry you. He was, you say, abusive, and you gave him two kids. So I'm guessing he became abusive after the 2 kids, because y'all know how that's all. It always go like that. So everything was so great and perfect. Then one day after we had the kids, he woke up and started being abusive. You know what I'm saying? That's how it goes. So you gave him 2 kids. Did he become abusive after the first one or the second one? Like, because if it was after After the first one, why would you give him a second one? And he wasn't your husband. If that's your culture, and we understand diaries and all of that, but that man should have been your husband first. But he didn't want to marry you. He didn't pay no diary. He didn't pay nothing. He just knocked you up, and that was it. And he got on. He moved on. He knocked you up and moved and ran because he didn't want to settle for a lifetime with you. Just saying. Those kids were because y'all was having a good time. That's how that happened. And that's all he was trying to do. And then he moved on. And now she on here thinking a man gonna pay all this money to be with her for a lifetime with her kids. I don't think so. Keith Randall, thank you so much once again for a super chat. Says a damn diary. She's in the wrong damn country. Right. Ain't nobody paying that. I'm telling you right now. Now you better go back to, I ain't gonna say go back to where you came from, but because that might sound funny, but y'all know what I mean. Look, go find. You ain't anybody paying no diary, girl. I'm just telling. Not here, not in this country. They're not for you. I'm just saying. Not and 2 kids. I don't think so. I'm just saying. Thank you, Keith. I appreciate you. No, I don't think so. I don't think so. That first man didn't do it. You think who you think gonna do it with the 2 added kids too? And I'm just saying. I mean, I could see if a man wanted to do that, she would have to be probably a drop dead gorgeous. It probably have to be a beautiful woman for a man to risk it all like that. She probably have to be super gorgeous, fit and slim and, just gorgeous. I'm just saying. And, all the things that men like. Gorgeous, beautiful. She got to be fit and, he could pick her up and swing her around, swing on the chandeliers. She that thin that he could, really just have a good time with her. And she's beautiful and he's attracted to her and he want to marry her and he'll pay that dowry for that. But I don't know if he, the men want to be able to pick you up, right? From the looks of it, I don't think a man could pick you up and swing you around the chandelier. So I don't think they're going to. Oh, Lord. And, usually, I'm just saying, there are some fit women. I was about to say so. I'm about to say, usually women who are fit like that, they don't have children already. But there are some fit women who have children, but for the most part, younger, more fit, no kids. Then that dowry will be worth paying because now you have a young woman that y'all can really start y'all family together and y'all can have a really good time. Y'all, you know what I'm saying? He got the money for the dowry. He's in a good place. She's fit and feminine and gorgeous, and he's just highly attracted to her. So he's like, hell yeah, I'll pay that dowry. Come on, let's go. Let's get married. Let's start making this family because that's gonna be the fun part. You know what I'm saying? And we can do that, and he gonna be happy. But ain't too many men rushing to pay this dowry. I'm just saying because I don't think it's what most men want. I'm just saying, I try to be nice, but I'm saying ain't nobody rushing to pay double or whatever they gotta pay or any amount. I'm just saying. Let's continue.
And then on top of that, he has to pay for the marriage itself. So, it's like a triple thing that he had to go.
So, okay, but you're saying he's not an option no more, or is he still an option? Is the child's father still an option?
No, I moved on. I healed.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now for the new man, are you only seeking a guy that's willing to marry you?
Yeah.
Okay.
I am somebody I could just get to know. Honestly, I've been through a lot already. I saw a lot in life, and so trusting a man to be there 100%, I'm just like, let me get to know you. And if it's a good man, he will walk me through Christ. And I know that for a fact.
Okay.
Yeah.
What are your deal breakers, honey?
Walk you what? What she said? I'm tired, y'all. Y'all probably noticed I'm a little tired. Girl, this lady say he gonna walk her through what? What he gonna walk you through? He can't pick you up. Anyway. Garudo Legends, I'm sorry. Thank you so much for the super chat. Says he found a cheat code. Her baby daddy or her family would have to pay me annually for babysitting. He found a cheat code. Her baby dad or her family would have to pay me annually for babysitting. Baby, child, listen. Yeah, she, you know. And then I was gonna say too, she said she moved on. Well, the man probably moved on. He didn't want her. He was not gonna pay. He got what he wanted, and he moved on, and then she was forced to move on. You know, he didn't want to be with her, and now she's skeptical about a man because she don't really think. And you know what? Shout out to this lady. I hope she can find what she's looking for. I'm not trying to be mean, ma'am. If you see this video, cause someone be seeing these videos. Cause I was approached by a couple of women that saw some of my reactions, and they was like, "What are you doing?" You know, they be mad, but it's all good. But I'm just like, yeah. So if you seeing this, ma'am, I don't mean no harm or nothing like that. I just don't agree with how you going about this, and you know, you really got to get your shit together. I'm just saying, if you could hear me, and no man ain't gonna want to pay no diary for you. I'm just saying, and 2 extra kids to be with. They're not gonna pay to want to be. You know what I'm saying? They're not gonna want to pay to be with you like that. So focus on yourself. That's what I would say. Focus on yourself, because it's hard out here in these streets from what the people are saying. Dating is, you know, they say that the pool got pee in it, and these men want something for they coins, and they for their what is it? They want something for for provisions and their protection, and you know, they all of that. They to be a provider and a protector, they want something in return. They don't just want to go out here spending their money willy-nilly. You know what I'm saying? They want something in return. They want a beautiful woman. They want fit women. They want cooperative women. They want women without children. Like, they want to, especially if they don't have children, they want, you know, they want something for their coins. They not, you know, they're not out here just accepting any old thing. I mean, from what I'm hearing, the majority of them are not trying to just get with. They don't want overweight women. They don't want masculine women. They don't want boss chicks. They don't want full-time baby mamas. They don't want that. They want nice looking women too, who gonna work with them. They want somebody who's cooperative. They don't want aggressive, manly talking women who be like, huh, bro, and all of this. I don't think men want women to call them bro, because there's a lot of women out here who call men bro too. And I don't think a lot of men like that. They don't want these women that's trying to be men, these new men. They want something for their coins. They want something. If they got to get out here and work hard, they at least want to know when they come home, they got something waiting for them. They got some food when they come through the door. You got good smelling food cooking. You got a nice looking wife in there. You know, somebody that you happy to come home to, and she's attractive, and you can't wait till dinner time is over so y'all can go and make them babies. Like, I would imagine that any man would want that. A man want something that he really wants a woman who he don't mind being home with. If y'all watch the video posted on the channel, watch that video that I just posted on the channel. What is woman talking about being by herself like it's a flex, and listen to what I say on there, because I'm saying it again. Get with a man wants to have a woman he wants to come home to. So many men don't want to go home to their women because it's a bunch of chaos and the stress and talking back and yelling and arguing. Nobody ain't got time for that, child. You get one life to live. Who wants to be in a relationship with a person always nagging and arguing and all that kind of hell? Nobody wants that 24/7. People want to be at peace, baby. You know, you need to, a man wants to have a woman he can be happy to come home to, and vice versa. A woman should be happy to be at home and be like, oh, my man coming home, I'm cooking dinner or whatever, or, you know, we gonna do this, we gonna chill out or watch a movie or whatever y'all like to do together. That's the whole point. Somebody he can wrap his hands around her waist, and he don't got to put his hand way out here. You know, he could come in with it. You know, is she not that big? You could be like, here, you know, you ain't got to go like that, straining your goddamn arms and all that because she's so goddamn big. Nobody wants that. You want a nice woman you can bring her close. You know, y'all stomachs ain't way separating y'all and all of that. Like, and especially if you know, y'all young, you know, she's young and she hasn't had children and all that, and y'all be happy to like do it, you know, get it popping. Like, who wouldn't want that? Like, listen, I say it all the time. I'm glad that I'm married. I'm glad that me and my husband met when we did, and we got married young. You know what I'm saying? And we together, we getting old together. You know what I'm saying? It was a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful ride. You know what I'm saying? Literally and physically. I'm just saying. Now, without giving too much, I'm just saying. And that's how it should be. You should be with somebody that you want to be with. You come home to a woman that you want to. And a lot of these women be complaining about men not want to come home and they out in the streets trying to talk to this one and do all that because they're not happy there. They're not happy at home. Because women be giving these men the third degree and you be giving them problems. So these men don't even want to come home. My husband was telling me about men that he worked with. And I'm stop saying this because these people be watching these videos, but they did a lot of them. And it's not at where he works now, but it was one of the other jobs. But some of the men didn't want to go home to their wives. They had wives. They didn't want to go home to their wives because it was just a drag. They didn't even want to go home. They working extra hours and extra shifts and all this, so they don't have to go home. I'm like, what? So why? Men want peace. So at least try to be their peace in some way. Y'all, do something. Like, just sit back here nagging and complaining until the men just be tired and done. But these women be swearing that they the best thing since sliced bread and they so great and they so this and you really don't be. And this is why men don't say anything. Because if men really told the truth about what they felt about these women feelings would be hurt. I'm just saying. They would be, these women really walking around entitled like they got it made in the shade. And if these men really wanted to make them feel bad, y'all could. Y'all could in many ways, but a lot of men don't like to do that. That's the thing. That's why I say, in my opinion, I think there are a lot of men who are a little bit more humble than most women. A lot of men are a little bit more nicer than a lot of these women because a lot of men don't want to hurt a woman's feelings. They don't see the need to do it. Women will hurt your feelings in a heartbeat. Women will come out and tell you exactly how they feel, don't care what you think. But I think a little bit, but more men are a little more cautious because a lot of men are partial to women. You don't want to hurt their feelings. You trying to get you one. You don't want to run them off. So I think that's why. And women just don't give a damn because they could say whatever and a man will still talk to them in a lot of cases. So I just think they've built up this, that type of mentality. And so they just get away with murder because nobody's checking them. Nobody's saying anything. The men don't want to say nothing. And that's why they call y'all sassy now, because now men are speaking out a little bit more and saying stuff and they don't like it. But I think if men really came out and said what they really thought of some of these women, feelings would be truly hurt. I just think so. I'm just saying. And they really walking around like they the queens of the world and all of that and not realizing y'all got a lot of flaws and a lot of things you could work on. It's just just because men don't tell you don't mean that it's not there, and down to a lot of things. Whitney R, thank you so much for the super chat, says, hi DeeDee, how do you become a member? Where is the member? There's like a member button. Where is it? I don't know where it's at. There's a member button somewhere, y'all. Can y'all tell her where to find that at? There should be a member button somewhere where you can become a member. Let her know how y'all found it. I don't know. I can't see where it's at right now. But yeah, there should be a button somewhere where you can become a member. Thank you, Whitney. I appreciate you for the super chat. Let's continue, y'all.
My deal breakers. Ooh. Jesus. Someone who listen to loud music in the car jamming, someone that nags about every little thing instead of talking about situations and things. Someone who doesn't value me, because I was smaller, got big, and I got small again. So instead of someone that would just, oh my gosh, I don't know what to say. This is a lot. It's a lot, Kendra. And so, my deal breakers are a whole page of men.
Okay, you got
and
to give me some of them, honey.
Well, the ones that I mentioned are important to me. Someone that doesn't believe in God and doesn't believe in things get better and work through things, and it's not a luck. things happen for a reason. Things like that is a person that I look for. But a deal breaker is somebody that doesn't believe in those things that I just mentioned. It won't work.
Okay.
It won't work.
And then
Yeah.
also, again, because you mentioned this about domestic violence with your child's father, you obviously don't want nothing like that
Oh
ever
no.
again as well.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
Um, should he look a certain way?
Um. Of course, we will go back to black women say, "Gift, no, you can't be on the camera." Uh, sorry for my daughter, but this is Gifty.
Hi, hi, baby girl. Hi, sweetheart.
Oh, hi, Gifty.
Yes, it doesn't really have to look a certain ways. Of course, us black women, we always say tall, dark, handsome, or tall have to be a certain height, 6 foot or something like that. I'm not looking for that. I'm looking for somebody that, even if he's overweight, not healthy, and stuff like that, we could work through that because after my breakup, I've gained 100 pounds and um we can work through that. And so it doesn't have to be a certain height, a certain, you know, weight or anything like that, but has to be matched to my age. I'm going to be 39. So I hope
40.
somebody that's not close to 50.
Okay.
That would be out of my range. So
Should
Really?
could he have kids already?
he could have kids as long as they have an understanding because I don't do the baby mama, baby daddy drama thing. That's not me. I hope that someone that have understanding that, hey, Naya is in my life now and her kids. I love children. I want to have more children, but if it's not God willing, I'm not going to force it. So it's not something that I really needed. Because I automatically, they told me that I wouldn't have kids with my kids. Doctor said, but I have faith in Gifty. They are my faith and gift. And so, end of the day, if the person is just understanding with their partner, I don't mind kids. Just to answer your your question.
Okay. So the
Yeah.
guy can have kids, and do you want more kids?
I do want kids, but if it doesn't happen, it is what it is.
He can have kids already.
Yes,
Okay,
yes.
that's what I
That's
was.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, 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 yeah,
All
yeah.
right. Should he make a certain amount of money?
My former person um was an engineer and he make his money and honestly in my age now I don't feel
Girl, she
like I have
long-winded.
to have
Jesus.
someone that makes a certain amount of
Girl, just
money as
answer
long as
shit.
my list of fearing God, respecting me, loving my
Boy, they be
kids
asking for a
are the
lot.
most important. Can you see me, Kendra?
Girl,
Sorry,
Kendra
because
is trying to get you to
I keep
answer the
moving.
question, ma'am.
And so, if those qualities match, honestly, I'll take a janitor from a high school, a public school, or even work at McDonald's. As long as you have,
Yeah, I mean, I think that's right up your alley. I'm just saying. Yeah, McDonald's, a janitor. Yeah. You might be, you take what you can get. Because a lot of women be thinking that they make the choice. Like that you pick. Of course, you gotta want the person too. Of course, but the man ultimately has to be the one to say, yes, I want to marry you. I want to be with you. I want to create a life with you. He has to agree to that or there won't be any relationship. And you, of course, because women bring that up too. Yeah, if you agree with him because you want it, but he got to agree. So y'all both got to agree to it. But, ultimately, this is where women fall short because if you do want him and he don't want you, then you don't get him. So you don't really get to pick for real, for real. It just makes sense, and it's a great thing if you find somebody who wants you and you want them, and they want you too. Okay, great. But a lot of times women are going after men who don't want them. And then they're bitter about it, and they be giving them babies thinking that's going to make the man stay. And a lot of times he don't want to be there in the first place. So, I like that at least she's willing to take, a janitor. You could be a bus driver. But I mean, I think, because everything is based on money, I think people minimize, blue collar workers, janitors, bus drivers, because I don't think anything is wrong with a person being a janitor or a bus. See, I don't want to put them in a category where, because we do that a lot. We minimize a man who has a certain job, or men who have certain jobs like bus drivers, cab drivers, plumbers, which plumbers make good money, or janitors, or whatever you want to call it. A lot of people put them in a lesser category as if they're lesser men. And I don't want to do that or perpetuate that, because I think you can find good men anywhere. Your job doesn't determine who you are or how good you are as a person. You know what I'm saying? Your job title does not determine whether you're a good man or you're a quality man or whether you're not. You get what I'm saying? I think a quality person is not just based on the job that you do or your job title. It's based on more than that. Your character. Just because you drive a bus don't mean you're a horrible man. So I think if the more women understand that, the better off they can be, and the better we can create relationships and families. And I think you can always grow, and you grow together. You based on your needs and what you need, but basing a person off of their job title or job description is nasty work, because that has nothing to do with who you are as a person. And I think a lot of those men get a bad rep because women are out here looking for rich men. And then if they run across a rich man, he ain't what they want either, because he just going to play you around. You just a piece of meat for him. He got the pick of the litter. Most of them ain't trying to settle down. So they're just going to run through you, run through that one, run through. And if you want to be the run through queen, go ahead, by all means. But that's not going to get you what you want. Them niggas don't want you like that. They just, you come a dime a dozen. So they're not trying to really do nothing. So if you really want a man that's going to really take you seriously, you shouldn't be focused on his job title and what he does. Focus on him as the person. You can have some shitty men who are bus drivers. They're just horrible people. So it's really, it doesn't matter what you do for, as long as it's legal work. You don't want to dibble and dabble with scammers. And we got too many scammers out here and too many drug dealers that women will say they'll date. I ain't saying go that route, because I know that is very fleeting. You don't want to get involved with no drug dealers and no scammers, who are out here scamming people for money. That ain't it. But I'm talking people who have legal jobs and out here working hard. They don't have to be CEOs of a company and do all that. In my opinion, that's just me. Y'all know how I feel about that. I don't think you should be out here looking for, and once again, and I'll say this too, though. There's nothing wrong with a man or anybody having ambition. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with you wanting more. Like if you work somewhere and you love your job, but it's not paying enough money, and you're looking to do better or to get something more because you want to do it and you want to better your situation, and you're thinking about a family and things of that nature. I'm not saying that you shouldn't do that. I don't think that's a bad thing. But I think for women to put a certain expectation on a man, I don't think you should do that. Let him figure it out. These men ain't stupid. They know what they need and for what it is that they want. If they want a family, they know they're going to have to provide something for that family. At least, men who know what they want and know what they're supposed to do, they're not dumb. They know, hey, if I want a family, I got to provide a place for them to stay. I got to do this and I got to do that. Now, y'all work together in ways, but he knows that. So you don't need a aggressive woman coming over and saying, I need you to do this and I need you to do that before we can even get. And he don't even know if he want to be with you. Let him do what he need to do for himself first. And when he decides he's ready for a family and all of that, he's going to do what's necessary for that family. You don't have to tell men that. And I think women like to control men like they their mama or something. Like you ain't their mama. You don't come in and act like you somebody mama, like you control them and all that. And nobody likes that. I wouldn't even nobody wants to be controlled. And a lot of these women move like you, they mama, like you coming in like telling them what to do and what they not gonna do it, and you gonna do this and you gonna baby, you could kick rocks, because these men don't be needing y'all like that. And just because you want to spend all your money on lavish this and lavish that, men don't need to move like that. They could live just comfortably in a small place because it's just them, And, basic things, you a lot of men, you go into their apartments or whatever, they got the basic necessities. A couch, usually sometimes it's black leather. I'm just saying, single men. And they have a rug or maybe a table, they TV with their game set up, a bed, basic. They don't have a crowd of stuff. They be pretty basic with what they need, but they be comfortable and it's clean a lot of times. Hell, and for some women, you can't even say that. You go in their place, it looks a hot mess. These women, a lot of these women, houses and apartments be looking like the dumpster ground, like a hoarder's nest. So it just depends on who the person is. This is not for everybody, but I mean, I'm just saying the way they like to portray men is like men are, a certain way, but a lot of these women are, look, I mean, I saw a video of this woman's crib. This man say this woman is bad. She's considered a baddie. I mean, place look nasty as hell. Look like dirt smeared all on the wall. Child, the carpet is black, it's nasty. I mean, it probably stink in there. It's just trash built up, just a nasty, hot mess. But your nails are done, your weave is on tight, you got that Brazilian bust down, you got your tight outfit on with your BBL sitting, everything like you like it out here with all the name brand stuff on, looking good on the surface, but nobody can come back to your house. Oh, you ain't invite nobody there because they wouldn't believe it. And I've seen stuff like this. You look so great, all put together, girl, and the house is a trashy, hot mess. Oh, because they ain't worrying about their house and they be having kids. And you got kids and your house look like this and it's funky and just nasty and dirty. And your old children living in that while you got Gucci this, Gucci that, you outside and baby and your children living in squalor. Priorities are off, but that's how a lot of these women are. I'm just saying a lot of them are like that. But then they be having the nerve to judge a man's apartment. I've seen posts like this showing you exactly what I'm saying, how the men, they live simple. It be simple, but it be clean. And they don't have all that extra stuff. They could go to work, come home in peace. They fix their food, got food in the refrigerator. The refrigerator is clean. They be living just fine. And these women be trying to, that's so sad. Men, this so sad. Men living like this. He don't really got nothing in that apartment. What all he need? He got what he need. That's the difference. See, women want to get all this extra stuff that you don't need. Men get what they need, what's necessary. That's why I think most men save more money than women. Now, I know there's a few men who will spend a lot, but most men, they're a little bit more frugal than women, a lot more actually, because they look at what they need, not necessarily what they want all the time. There's nothing wrong with splurging here and there, or they might get something that they really like. But it's different from us. We like to spend. We like to spend a drop of a dime. Anytime we see something we want to get it. I'm guilty of it a little bit too. That's how I know. And I you like to spend. And most women spend more than men. That's just what it is. And but I'm just saying, but they always want to criticize and judge a man for every little thing. Oh my God, look, why he laying on a mattress? Because some dudes, when they first get an apartment, they have a little mattress in the room. It don't look nasty. Unlike some of these other women you see, they got a bed and the mattress on the bed look like dirt been poured on it. I'm just saying, what are y'all doing there? You got a whole bed set up and it look trashy and nasty with trash all around. You don't have a dog, because then the dog got shit all over the walls and nasty and just a hot, nasty mess. You would be I don't know if y'all would be surprised or not, but I wouldn't, because I've seen some of this and I'm just like, you got to go in like this. Child, what in the hell? Look like a tornado, and a pigsty, like they was raising pigs in there. Shit everywhere. You know what I'm saying? So there are, just believe, and y'all probably already know, there are some women living like that, but then they be the ones online criticizing other men for not having furniture in their apartment and stuff and all this kind of things. But anyway, I don't know how I got there, but baby, yeah, it's just crazy. That's why I be like, child, I don't be listening to what a lot of these people be saying, because I know better. The older you get, the wiser you become and the more stuff you've seen. So you know that, hey, and this is not for everybody, because they're clean. That's just why I say, listen, when I'm talking, there's a bit of all of this. There's clean people, there's dirty people. There's all kinds of people. It all exists. It's not all one this or all one that. It's a mixture. There's nice men, there's nice women, there's clean women, clean men, dirty women, dirty men, nasty homes, clean home. All of it exists. You just, when you happen to run into the ones, like you see it, you see people, you go in their house, immaculate, clean, everything nice. And I'd be like, oh my God, it's so clean here. It smell good, look good, you know. Then you go in some, you like, oh my God, look at this dirty ass carpet. I'm just saying. Damn, don't they don't they sell a carpet cleaners? I know they do, because me and my husband rented one a long time ago. Can't y'all get a carpet cleaner and clean this? How could y'all get up and look at this dirt just sitting right there every single day? I'm just saying. How could you do that? Like, I don't understand. I'm fascinated by it at the same time, but also disturbed by it. Like, how could you get up and just see? I couldn't do it. I would have to pull that goddamn carpet up and either get some new carpet, or I'm going to have to clean that. I couldn't get up every day and just look at a big stain of carpet, big dirt stains just right in the middle of the floor. I couldn't look at that every day. I just couldn't, you know. And I don't think, and I'm not saying I'm a neat freak, but I just don't like nastiness and dirt and smells. You know what I'm saying? And just dirt. You gotta clean. You know, you gotta clean stuff. You know, I'm not the most, like I said, the most neatest person. I wouldn't say that, but cleanliness is next to godliness. So you need to at least be clean and not having flies flying all around, big nasty stains and dirt on the wall. How you get all that dirt and stuff on the walls and shit from the animals? Like, it's just a mess. And then you want a man? You gonna invite somebody to that? Them men be talking about it. But see, that's what I say. These men are out here talking about this, showing the houses, showing the apartments, showing how nasty a lot of these women are living. But them be the boss chicks, and that be the bad bitches. You know, that be them out here talking about what they won't accept from a man and all that. Now, I don't think a man would accept you if he saw your crib. I think he will run from toward the hills from which cometh his help. Is that how it go? He is going to run like Forrest. Run, Forrest, run. And he will never return. He is not coming back to that nasty shit. Cause I don't think no man wants to be in a but you know, some of these men talking about they still hit though. But one of the man said he was dated a woman in the comments at her house was just like that, nasty. And he said, come on, let's go. So he took her to his crib where it was nice and clean. And then he smashed and whatever he did over there. So he did, you know, sleep with her, but not in her place, child. So some of these men, he found an alternative. You know what I mean? I'm just like, child, this is crazy. I'm just saying, you know, all of this stuff exists. There's no one size fits all. All of it exists. Garudo Legends, thank you for the super chat. Garudo says, oh Lord, when she talked about her weight, she was capping. She just want a chubby chaser or not to be healthy and stay big. Typical. You met me this way talk, child. Yeah, probably so. You know, and that's part of her problem and probably finding a man she wants. And he ain't gonna pay no, I'm just saying that man ain't gonna pay no dowry. They not. She gonna have to do better. She gonna have to do better, Garudo Legends. She really is. A lot of them gonna have to do better. For the type of men that y'all looking for and what y'all want, yeah, you're gonna have to do better. Yeah. Thank you once again for the super chat. Successful MD says Pookie's spirit are speaking through the hyenas. For real? Successful MD, for real? How they doing it? They speaking through the hyenas? Okay. Shit. Thank you for the super chat. Successful MD, baby. Y'all crazy. Upward Man, thank you for the super chat. Says you can tell by the black bottom of the feet. Oh, Lord have mercy. Like they've been walking the streets all night. Barefoot, just walking around, pacing the street, feet black as I don't know what. And then we'll get in the bed just like that. I've seen several people do that. Don't go take a bath, take a shower, nothing. Walk in them dirty ass feet, jump in the bed. So now you know the sheets and everything on that bed is dirty. And I don't see who would want to put their raw, you know, ass on them sheets with that dirt on it and just be like, let's get it. Like that's how whoever doing that be catching stuff. I'm just saying. You're going to catch scabies or something. What is it? You're going to catch something rubbing your, you know, how you gonna do it with that person rubbing your ass up on the dirty sheets that she just walked on the ground, where people be spitting on the ground and all kind of shit on the ground, and you gonna walk out there all day, come in the house, walk on your carpet, then jump in the bed underneath the sheets? If your feet dirty, your ass dirty, everything else is dirty too. So you just gonna go to town with that? I mean, you gotta think about that. That's just not good. Thank you, Upward Man, for the super chat. I appreciate you. Yeah, you gotta wash your body. You can wash your clothes and wash your sheets and stuff like that. Keith Randall, thank you for the super chat. Says, in my dating days, I went to this woman's house. Soon as I walked in, I was like, nah. Told her I left something in my car. Good move. I drove off, never to be seen from her again. I don't play that nasty shit, period. I know that's right. Right, exactly. Thank you, Keith. I appreciate the story and the super chat. Thank you so much. Exactly. Come on now, but some of them, some don't care. Some don't care. I'm just saying. I mean, and then this is the type of person that they probably don't take seriously, because they just want to hit it and quit it. They don't care, and that's it. But I'm like, you gotta be caught. You gotta wonder. What else is going on? If you don't wash your feet, you don't clean your house. And like I said, you ain't got to be a neat, because they're neat freaks. Now, they got to have everything in the place, neat, everything placed and all that. Some people OCD with it. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that I think that's, everybody is not like that. I don't think the majority of people are got, OCD with the cleanliness, because I know I'm not, but there is such a thing as just keeping your things clean and orderly or whatever. And when you have kids, I understand kids have toys and stuff. I'm not talking about that. When you have small kids, yes, they got their toys and their stuff around. You collect a lot of stuff with children and stuff like that. Trust me. But it's a difference between children and toys and playing. You could see a house with kids. You know how a house where there's kids, because there's going to be doll houses and trucks and little stuff around because the kids are playing. I'm not talking about that. That's fine. When you have a family, you're going to have that. Thank you, Keith. I appreciate you once again. You're going to have a little messiness. You're going to have, you got to, especially we got a big family. So you're going to have kids' toys and, you know what I'm saying, stuff around and things of that nature. But there is a difference. Let me be clear. There is a difference between kids having their little toys playing versus nastiness. Having, stuff a little thrown around because of your kids or whatever, and y'all actually living in y'all house, is a difference between a nasty shit all over the walls and carpet look like dirt and then poured on it and smears everywhere and just completely flies and trash all running over and, just funky and nasty. There's a difference. That's a difference between nasty and kids' toys thrown around, little stuff to shuffle. Because at the end of the day, when the kids go to bed, you pick the toys up, you put them either a toy box or wherever you put their toys or whatever in their room or whatever, and you clear that up and then everything else, because you're still cleaning. You're cleaning daily. You wash your dishes daily. You vacuum your rug and all that, whatever you got, mop your floor, you sweep. You cleaning things daily, so it shouldn't get to that point. But that shows you the level of cleanliness in that place when it's built up and it's just so nasty that there's no level of cleaning whatsoever. They're just walking outside barefoot, walking in daily, and then it becomes real nasty. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. So there's a difference. And Roddy says some men will sleep with anyone. Right. House smell like all the seasons in the cabinet and musty sweat. Oh, what that smell like? Oh my God. And trash, like trash. You got to take the trash. Trash will smell up your place. So stanky stuff. You got to take that out. When it's clean and organized, it's easy to keep up with things. Exactly. Successful MD for sure. And I think, once again, not with the OCD thing, but when you have children, you have to be a little bit more organized. You have to be a little bit more organized because you got a lot of people. So you have to organize things. The kids have books and you got to organize that stuff, organize it on a bookshelf or whatever you want to do it. You have to be more organized when it's a lot of people. Yeah, because it'll be chaotic. It's hard to, yeah. So yeah, that's just how that is. We were kids and still learn cleaning. Exactly. You teach that to your children young, They sit down and they eat. Okay, get up. If you eat something, clean your spot. Like, clean your mess up. Clean up behind yourself. You teach that to your children young. I don't know who wouldn't, but you'll be surprised. Successful MD says, if rats and roaches are standing security, run. I agree. Run. I mean, no lies detected. No lies detected for sure. Yeah. Yep. That's a big red flag. Unless you okay with it, because successful MD, some people might be okay with that. I'm just saying, I don't know who, but some people treat rats and roaches like pets and stuff. Some people do. They're like, oh, that's just a little roach or just a little rat. Oh, come on here. I don't have no problem with that. And they be stank too. Like they be stank like the rats. I'm just saying. Thank you for the super chat, successful MD. I appreciate you. Yeah, it's just crazy. Let's finish this video, y'all.
Those qualities of a man.
Okay.
That's yeah.
Okay. Let's do the Kendra Cam.
Oh, y'all been waiting for this.
Okay.
Come on, girl. Let's see what you working
The Kendra
with.
Cam is when you stand up and we see your full body.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Come on, ma'am.
Okay.
We gotta see your legs. So you gotta put the camera down so okay, we can see your legs. Okay. All right, girlfriend, we see you. You seem short.
Yeah, I am. I'm 5'7". I'm moving.
No, 5'7" is not short.
Well, in my culture, it's short.
5'7" is short? Okay.
Oh yeah, they tall and skinny, and I'm a big girl, so it's like a whole different route.
Okay. All right, we got you, baby girl.
Yeah.
All right, so Naya's in Nebraska, 38, Pisces, CNA, also getting a degree in nursing, mom of 2 kids, by the same man, never married. When was your last relationship?
Since I broke things off with him, I'm the one that broke things off. Just to be exact, that was 2023 July.
Okay. Yeah. You don't have to answer, but I'm gonna ask. When's the last time you was intimate with someone?
Can't.
Okay.
Yeah.
You don't have to answer.
It's been a while, so I'm not going to.
3 flaws you have to work on.
What?
3 flaws you have to work on.
They can't hear when you.
3 flaws.
Can never hear when that question is asked.
Wow. That's okay. 3 flaws I have to work on would be wanting things to happen right away. That's one of my flaws. A second one would be truly not caring what people think of me. Their opinions, especially like family, friends, old friends, and things like that. I would say the third one would be just believing in myself, because I feel like I'm very flawless. I am a strong Black woman that's been through so much in life that I deserve so much.
Oh,
so.
God, no.
Okay.
See, I was going.
And why would a guy be lucky to be with you?
Because I'm honest, I'm caring, I'm loving. I've been through so much that I understand life itself. I am someone that is patient. I talk things through. I like to communicate, talk about things. So I feel like, and I could cook.
Well, I believe you there, child.
So
that's one thing I do believe.
Those are the things about me.
I believe she could cook because she liked to eat. And when you like to eat a lot, you gonna find out how to cook. Figure it out. Because you got to eat desperately, And then she said her girls are sassy. So I don't know if she's a good communicator or whatever, because how do girls get like that? They going to say what's on their mind, probably with an attitude, because that's probably how she is. I'm just saying, you got to listen to what these people are saying. They're always going to show their representative in the beginning, and then when you get around them, then you start to see the real them, who they are, how they really are, how they talk, all of that. It's a reason why a lot of people who are single or why they're single. It's something, because once again, it takes two. And if you're not willing to admit that you have some issues, because first off, these flaws are not flaws. When you ask somebody, what are your flaws? You got an attitude. You need to lose some weight. You don't, you're combative. Like you don't know how to communicate well, and it's caused problems in your last relationship. Those types of things that are basically, things that you do that don't really, that have never benefited you in the past, like when it comes to relationships. That's why if you've been in my opinion, if you've been in prior relationships, you're supposed to learn from those. Not learn everything that the man did bad, but also learn things that you could have improved on, because it takes two. If you yelled and screamed and threw stuff, that would not be beneficial. You got a temper, you're easily triggered. That could be a flaw. You don't like to listen to a man. You're waiting to get your point across. Maybe learning to listen more. Those are things that will be flaws, in my opinion. Things that you can do better to enhance your potential relationships going forward. Things that that you've done that are not good. Those will be the flaws when it comes to relationships. Things you really have to work on. All this other stuff they be mentioned. Oh, time management. Oh, just being too nice and all of that. No, those might be things you need to work on, but those to me aren't necessarily flaws. Flaws meaning things you need to work on. If you got having a nasty mouth and you don't know how to hold your tongue and you're easily triggered and you go off on people, you like to fight, stuff that a lot of these women do. You don't know how to communicate well is a big one. If they would really be honest, they don't have a lot of emotional intelligence. They don't have it themselves. This is why they go off all the time. People who are easily triggered and easily angered because they don't have emotional intelligence. You don't have enough willpower to be able to sit back and listen to what somebody is saying and understand them and truly listen and let them get their points across without you interrupting them and getting all hostile and mad and start cussing, and then you want to fight. And then when this conversation is not going the way you want it to go, then you up and walking off and all that, and then you don't want to hear no more. That's when we talk about flaws, those are the things that we should be hearing. Things that about yourself that's toxic. Those are the things you need to change, because that is why you can't stay in a relationship. And that's why you're going to have problems in potential future relationships, because nobody's going to deal with that. And men who have their stuff together, men who are emotionally intelligent, or just, know what they want and not going to deal with no BS, they're not going to deal with you. They're going to keep it moving, And if you look a little loose and you're going to give them some cooch, they might take that, but they're not taking you seriously. That's just how it is. And I think a lot of women are seeing it, but they don't really fully want to acknowledge it. You know what I'm saying? And she did say, Mrs. Flellen says she doesn't think she has any flaws. That's the real key. They don't think they have any flaws. That's why the flaws are fluffy. The flaws aren't really flaws. They're like fluff stuff. Oh, I have time management. Oh, I'm so nice sometimes. Oh, I give my all and I don't need to do that anymore. I'm too forgiving and all of that. No, we want the real flaws, the real things that is causing you to be single. Why your relationships ended up, because you was talking to that man crazy. You was cussing. You was doing the most. And it's just y'all clash, because he's probably gonna tell you his feeling. He not gonna sit there and let you. Y'all just went back and forth. So tell the real flaws and stop the fake ones, because it's not working. LOL. She been struck by a smooth criminal. I thought that's what you were saying. Because whenever she been hit by, I was thinking that, and then Lord, he's singing Michael Jackson, child, smooth criminal, baby. Y'all crazy. Everyone else is the problem. I'm perfect, right? I really hate the state that the majority of Black people are in today. We always had it bad. Now we do this to ourselves, right? Honestly, I don't even claim all Black people, baby. Child, that's how crazy it is, though. That's how messed up it is these days, you know? And I really think, it's going to take a miracle for people to get it and really, see how bad it is. Sometimes things have to get really bad for you to see it. You just can't tell people sometimes. They got to actually see it. It got to fall apart for them to realize, oh, it needs to be fixed. That's unfortunate, but that's how a lot of stuff is. And like I said, it's never a problem until it's a problem. And then, that's when people want to, well, what do we do? You want to do something when it's gotten so out of hand, when you could have realized this midway and start making adjustments and changes. And then, it wouldn't be so bad, but they wait till they get super bad. And then you want to do something about it, or you expect men to do something about it while they just sit back and just act like they don't know what to do. And it wasn't their fault, All right, y'all. So we're going to go ahead and wrap this one up. I appreciate y'all for being here. Thank y'all so much for being here and supporting and giving me a laugh. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your weekend. Y'all be safe out here in the streets. Y'all take care. Make sure you guys go onto the channel and watch the videos that are posted. Y'all views are down, but make sure you guys are supporting in that way. That definitely will help me out. Shout out to everybody who gave super chats and cash apps. I appreciate y'all for the love. That definitely helps the channel out. Also, like the stream, like the videos, all that helps as well. So I appreciate y'all once again for being here, all of you guys. Make sure you guys are continuously supporting the channel. I appreciate you. Upward Man says, I'm sorry, I missed your super chat. If the house resembles that movie, Joe's Apartment, I'm filing charges for attempted man napping, child. I didn't see it. It's if the house resembles that movie, Joe's Apartment, I'm filing charges for attempted man napping. I need to see that. I ain't ever seen that. But thank you, Upward Man, once again for the super chat. I appreciate you so much. Yeah, but thank y'all so much for being here. I appreciate y'all so much. Y'all be safe out here in the streets. Like I said, continue to watch the videos. At least leave a comment or like them or share them if you can, y'all. That would definitely help the channel out. The next live streams, you guys, I'm going to be doing a members only live stream. I'm going to be doing those a little bit because I have not done anything on the members channel. So this is where I would say, if you want to catch those live streams, join the membership. I'm going to go ahead and do them on there for the people who have been members for a long time. I have not been posting any content over there. So for the members, I'm going to be doing the next live streams for members only. So if you want to catch those, definitely go ahead and join, become a member so you can participate in those live streams as well. So that's the next live streams I'll be doing, you guys. The next couple of live streams are going to be for members only. So go ahead and join the membership. That way you can catch those lives. We're going to see how that works out. And I'll probably be doing a little bit more content for the members as well. So make sure you guys go over and become a member. That way you can catch those lives. All right. So thank y'all once again. I appreciate y'all for being here. Shout out to everybody in the building, everybody watching, everybody who supports the channel. I love you guys. Thank y'all so much for the love. Thank y'all so much for the laughs, most importantly. Because, listen, I really be killing myself sometimes. And I think about some of the stuff that we talked about, and it just be funny to me. I be telling my husband about it, child. We be laughing. But I appreciate y'all for that. I thank y'all so much. Stay tuned for more, you guys. Y'all be safe out here in the streets, and I'll catch you in the next one. Mwah. I'll see you later. Bye.